buddies, hope you're having another good day. In today's video, I thought we'll discuss into a little confusing portion of algebra. Actually, it's not very confusing, but sometimes I have seen some students getting confused in this particular area, and that is integer operations in algebra. In my previous video, you probably have seen how to simplify algebraic expressions by adding and subtracting like this. Let's look into the same concept by keeping in mind the basics of integer operations. So, right now you can see I have written certain examples of integer operations, to be specific, integer addition and subtraction. So first let's look into this and later we can include algebra into that. So I have written an example with two numbers 5 and 2. As you know, integers can be negative numbers, positive numbers and 0. So 5 and 2 are integers. To start with, the very first question is 5 plus 2, which is the very normal usual thing that you might have done in younger grades. 5 plus 2 is nothing but 7, which is very easy. We don't have any doubt over there. But if you look at the second question, there I have made 5 into a negative integer. I have put a negative symbol or a minus symbol in front of 5. When I say in front of 5, you should look at the digit and on the left side of the number, what symbol comes, that what represents the symbol of the number. So this is a negative 5, whereas this is a positive 2. So negative 5 and positive 2, which means we have one negative number and a positive number. In that case, when you have two separate symbols in an addition operation, you have to subtract the numbers. So technically, negative 5 and positive 2, I won't be adding and writing it as 7. I'll be subtracting them and writing it as a 3 first. But not yet over. I should give the symbol of the bigger number. So when I compare 5 and 2, definitely 5 is the bigger number. So let me take the symbol of 5, that's negative, and in the answer I am going to give a negative. So the answer is going to be negative 3. So let me repeat the rule that we used. When you have one negative number and a positive number, subtract the numbers and apply the symbol of the bigger number. Let's look into the second or the third example. Here, 5 doesn't have a symbol in front of it, which means it's a positive. If you don't see anything written in front or on the left side of the digit, it's a positive. Whereas 2, if you see, there is a negative here. So 2 is a negative number. So again, one positive number, one negative number, we need to subtract them. So again, the answer will be 3. Now look at the bigger number. Bigger number is as usual 5, which has a positive. So the answer 3 is also positive, which either if you want, you can put it as a plus 3, or it is not necessary. You can just leave it as a 3. Now look at the last example. This time we have two negative integers. 5 is also having a negative in front of it. 2 is also having a negative in front of it. So negative, negative. Here the rules again change. Just like the first one, both are positive, both are negative. In both these cases, you need to add the numbers. So negative 5 and negative 2, add them first. Write your answer as 7. And the second rule is still the same. Look at the bigger number. It's having a negative symbol. Please give a negative to 7. And this is our answer. This is what the integer operation rules in addition and subtraction says. Now when coming to algebra, we are not going to make any change to these rules. We use this same rules just with a variable along with it. So if you look at the right side of my board, you can see the same examples written with an extra variable x. My first question is 5x plus 2x. No need to get confused. Do the same thing as you did here. You have a positive 5, a positive 2, just add them and that's 7x. The only important thing to remember is don't forget to write the x. Or in simple words, I have 2 pens in my left hand and 1 pen in my right hand. Together, it's just 3 pens. That's it. So we have 5x plus 2x. Together it's just 7x. That's it. Now let's look at the second example. We have a negative 5x, positive 2x. One negative number, one positive number. So don't add them but subtract them. So it is going to be 3x. But again remember, the bigger number is 5 having a negative symbol. So the answer is also having a negative symbol. Third example. One positive number, that's positive 5x. And this is a negative 2x. One positive, one negative. Subtract them. 3x. And the bigger number is 5, which is having nothing in front of it, which means positive. So 3x is also positive. And the last one, if you see, both are having the same symbol, negative 5x and negative 2x. So add them. You have 7x. And since 5x is having a negative, let's put negative. So technically, we don't change any rule of integers. Whatever rule you are following in integers can be followed in algebra also. So the next time you get a question in algebra for simplifying it, don't get confused. Just follow the same rule as integers. Let's look into one more example. Now you can see I have written a question here. Simplify 8x minus 2y plus 3x plus 4y. Let's look into how to do this by applying the integer rules. If you are feeling confused to start it directly, what you can do is, first let's focus on underlining the like terms. Like terms means, let me repeat, the terms with the same variable. So here I have 8x and 3x as the first set of like terms. Let me separately write them. 8x and 3x is having a positive symbol in front of it. So let's not change that. It's going to be plus 3x. Now this is as usual, just two positive numbers, nothing to get confused, just add them. 8 plus 3, 11x. Now let's take the second like terms. I have a minus 2y. Don't forget to take the symbol on the left side of the digit. So let me write here minus 2y, and this is a positive 4y. Now here we have one negative digit and one positive digit. So as we discussed earlier, if you have one negative integer and one positive integer, subtract them, and here when you subtract you will get 2. Don't forget to write the variable y, and here the bigger number is having a positive symbol, so it's just going to be 2y itself. So the final simplified answer can be written together. We have already 11x, and since this is positive, we just put as plus 2y. And this is the simplified answer of this question. So I hope with this example, the integer operation rules in algebra is clear. So once again I repeat, whatever rules you are applying in integer addition and subtraction can be directly applied in algebra. And whatever rules you are going to apply in integer multiplication and division can also be applied in algebra. So in my next video, I'll be including examples of integer multiplication in algebra. So I hope this video gives you an idea about simplifying algebraic expressions in a more easier way. So if you like the video, please share and subscribe. Thank you.